In this video, I'll reveal my dividend income for the month of May. I'll also reveal my biggest ever premium bond win since I started buying them around 5 years ago. And if you stay to the end, I'll reveal all the shares I've been buying and selling over the last month. For the last 14 years, I've adopted a simple strategy of putting spare money each month into mainly large cap UK companies which I hold for the long term, reinvesting dividends as I go. But first, let's go on a quick trip back in time to the year 2009 when my investing journey started. In the May of that year, I didn't receive any dividends at all, but the following May I received £138 from the mining companies Xstrata, Cas Minerals and the insurance company Aviva. I reinvested these dividends with new money going in as well, something I've been doing ever since. In the following May, I received £383, including payments from an LED company called Dialight. And in May 2012, I received £544. It was so motivating seeing these totals rise year after year, and rather than squandering the money, I was putting it straight back to work. Now let's return to May 2023 and see where we are today. This is not investment advice, and I'm just showing you my own journey. On the 4th of May, I received a cash payment from British American Tobacco. The shares have had a terrible year so far, down almost 21%. But this doesn't worry me, because when the shares in my portfolio fall, it simply means I get more shares for my money when I buy. Dividend yield is 8.7% spread over 4 payments a year. As you can see here, apart from a couple of blips, British American Tobacco has a good history of raising its dividend payments year after year. This month I received a total of £220. If you want to know how much I hold in each company, then I've listed the totals in the video description along with several offers and freebies which might save you some money. On the 19th, it was the turn of Aviva to pay some dividends to their shareholders. The shares are down 10.8% this year and the yield is currently 7.7% spread over 2 payments a year. Dividend payments have been a bit volatile over recent years, but Aviva is a company I intend to hold for the long term. This month, Aviva paid out a total of £290. On the 24th of May, I received a present from Lloyds Banking Group. The shares are down slightly this year, but the yield is reasonable at 5.3%, which is spread over 4 payments. Dividends have been rather patchy over the years, however. Despite this, I still managed to receive a total of £285. Before we move on, please give that like button a quick tap as it really helps out the channel. Thanks. On the 26th of May, I received a cash reward from the chemicals giant Croda. The shares have fallen 6% this year, and they pay a fairly low dividend of 1.7% spread over 2 payments a year. Croda have a great record of raising their dividends year after year, and this can have a huge long-term effect on your original investment. If you bought shares, say in 2006, they would have cost you around £4.40 a share, and the yearly dividend payment was 14p, giving you a yield at the time of around 3.2%. If you buy the shares today, you will pay £62 a share, and the yearly dividends will be around £1.08 a share, giving you a yield of 1.7%. But if you still own shares from 2006, then you will now be receiving a massive 25% dividend yield a year on your original investment. This is because Croda raises its dividend year after year, so buying and holding companies which do this can be very rewarding indeed over the long term. This month, Croda paid out a total of £75. On the 30th of May, I received some cash from Greencoat Wind Energy. The shares are down just over 2% this year and the yield is 5.4% spread over 4 payments. Greencoat Wind is another company which consistently raises its dividends year after year. This month I received a total of £110. And now for premium bonds and my biggest win ever. The current price rate is 3.3% and there is 1 draw a month. Your capital is safe and you have easy access to your money. There is a chance to win 1 million each month and all winnings are tax-free. Sometimes I can go several months without winning a thing, but this time it was an amazing £500, my biggest win ever. The bar on the left shows how much I would expect to win so far this year with average luck, and the bar on the right shows what I've actually won so far. I'm well ahead at the moment, and it will be interesting to see how this changes throughout the year. I use premium bonds as my emergency fund, so I never have to sell my shares and I can allow them to compound over time. And now for the overall summary. The green bars on this graph show my monthly passive income for the first 5 months of last year, and the blue bars are for this year. This month I received a total of £1,480. You can see there can be a lot of variation from month to month. This graph shows the monthly income from shares alone since my journey started in 2009. By reinvesting the dividends, you allow your portfolio to snowball and compound, producing even more dividends. At the time of recording, my average dividend income is now £1,174 a month, and it's all tax-free. Very shortly I'm going to reveal everything I've been buying and selling this month, but first a quick look at the FTSE 100 ex-dividend dates for the month ahead. 20 companies go ex-div in June, and if you own the shares before this date, then you are entitled to the dividend, which will be paid to you on the payment date. As an example, I own shares in United Utilities, which go ex-div on the 22nd of June, and I will be entitled to 30.34 pence for every share held, and this will be paid to me on the 1st of August. Here are all the payment dates for the month ahead. I'll be expecting June payments from BAE Systems, Unilever, Tesco, HSBC, BP, Shell and Imperial Brands. This screen shows the highest yields in the FTSE 100, with M&G leading the way with a yield of nearly 9%. With higher yields, however, there is a higher risk of a dividend cut. The FTSE 100 average is 3.8%, and my own portfolio is very close to this. Any yield in red means that the company recently suffered a dividend cut, something which happened to Rio Tinto earlier this year. So what have I been buying this month? Firstly, I've added more to Tesco. The shares have been on a bit of a rampage this year, and I've bought into this momentum. I've also added more to BP when I noticed the shares had crashed nearly 10% in one day. I continue to add to my S&P 500 ETF. The ticker code for this one is IUSA, and it gives you exposure to all those big American giants all in one share. The dividend yield is 1.4% spread over quarterly payments, and there are ongoing charges of 0.07%, which makes this exchange-traded fund very economical indeed. I continue to buy more Rolls-Royce, which has had a great year so far. And finally, I've bought more shares in Haleon. This company is in the consumer healthcare sector and was spun off from GSK last year and could be a future takeover target. Now, if you are looking for shares which have a track record of raising their dividends as well as increasing in price, then make sure you watch this video here.